Welcome to Troublemaker and Bass Players. I'm your host, the listener, and today we're going to be talking about Bob Marley and his life. So Bob was born Robert Nesta Marley on February 6, 1945, the same year that World War II was ending. Robert, better known as Bob's father, Norval Sinclair, at the age of 59, married his 18-year-old mother, Sedelia Malcolm. Sedelia Malcolm would later on be Sedelia Booker. Bob sold 20 million records in his lifetime and had 11 kids, including Ziggy Marley, an extremely famous artist in his own right. Bob Marley's great-granddaughter is also the daughter of singer and songwriter Lauryn Hill of the Fugees, and solo success. He knew how to play guitar and percussions. He's considered the pioneer, if not one of the pioneers of reggae music. His music also heavily influenced ska music. He was born in 9 Mile, St. Anne Parish, Jamaica, on his grandfather's farm. His father died of a heart attack at the age of 70 when Bob was only 10. Bob Marley and Neville Livingston, later on of the Wailers, Bob Marley and Neville Livingston, especially as Bunny Wailer, started to play music together at a young age. Marley left 9 Mile with his mother when he was 12 years old and moved to Trenchtown, Kingston, Jamaica. She and Thaddeus Livingston, Bunny Wailer's father, had a daughter together whom they named Claudette P. So Bunny Wailer and Bob Marley had a half-sister. Bob Marley, many years later, married Rita Anderson in Kingston, Jamaica, on February 10th in 1966. Marley formed the vocal group with Bunny Wailer and Peter Tosh, the lineup known variously as the Teenagers, the Wailing Rude Boys, the Wailing Wailers, and finally just the Wailers. Joe Higgs was part of the successful vocal act Higgs and Wilson, lived nearby, and he encouraged Marley. Marley and the others at the time didn't play any instruments, and they were more interested in being a vocal harmony group, such as like today would have been Boys to Men. Higgs helped him develop their vocal harmonies and started to teach Marley how to play guitar. On December 3rd, 1976, 2 days before Smile Jamaica, a free concert organized by the Jamaican Prime Minister Michael Manley in an attempt to ease tensions between the two warring political parties, Bob Marley and his wife Rita and the manager Don Taylor were wounded in an assault by an unknown gunman inside Marley's home. Taylor and Rita sustained serious injuries, but later made full recoveries. Bob Marley received minor wounds on his chest and arm. The attempt on his life was thought to have been politically motivated, as many felt the concert was really a support rally for Manley, the Prime Minister. Even so, the concert proceeded and an injured Marley performed as scheduled. 2 days after the attempt, the members of the group Zap Powell played as Bob Marley's backup band before the festival crowd of 80,000 people, while some of the members of the Wailers were still missing or in hiding. In July 1977, Marley was diagnosed with a type of malignant melanoma under his right big toe. Contrary to popular belief, the lesion was not primarily caused by an injury during a football match that year, but instead was a symptom of an already existing cancer. Marley rejected his doctor's advice to have his big toe amputated because it would hinder his performance. He cited religious beliefs, and instead the nail and the bed were removed and a skin graft was taken from his thigh to cover the area. Despite his illness, he continued touring and was in the process of scheduling a 1980 world tour. The album Uprising was unreleased in May 1980. The band completed a major tour in Europe where it played at its biggest concert at 100,000 people in San Siro Stadium in Milan in Italy. After the tour, Marley went to the United States where he performed 2 shows in Madison Square Garden in New York as part of the Uprising tour. He collapsed while jogging in Central Park and was taken to the hospital, where it was found that his cancer had spread to his brain, lungs, and liver. Marley's last concert took place 2 days later at the Stanley Theater, now the Benedum Center for Performing Arts in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, on September 23, 1980. After 8 months of failing to effectively treat his advancing cancer, Marley boarded a plane for his home in Jamaica. During the flight, Marley's vitals functions worsened. After landing in Miami, Florida, he was taken to Cedars of Lebanon Hospital, later University of Miami Hospital, for immediate medical attention, where he died on May 11, 1981, at the tender young age of 36, due to the spread of melanoma to his lungs and brain. His final words to his son Ziggy were, "On your way up, take me up. On your way down, don't let me down." Bob's mother, Sedelia Booker, in 1993, conceived and created what is today called the 9 Mile Music Festival, an annual music event held every year since in Miami to keep Bob Marley's message of peace, love, and unity. As part of the admission fee to the one-day music festival, attendees bring canned goods that are collected and donated to help feed the needy in the Miami area and various other local charities. Bob Marley served as an ambassador for reggae music and sold more than 20 million records throughout his career, making him the first international superstar to emerge from a so-called third world country. There is a statue of Bob Marley in Kingston, Jamaica. In the movie Marley and Me, the dog is named after listening to the song One Love by Bob Marley. To this day, Bob Marley is remembered as a legend and a founder of reggae music. This has been Troublemaker and Bass Players. If you like the video, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.